What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving straight into this dark, twisted, and secret history of Project Firestorm with Firestorm issue 4. In this issue, we're talking about government conspiracies, the secret origin of the Doom Patrol, Metal Men, and Metamorpho, and a rampaging, sentient firestorm that is currently threatening to tear the DC Universe apart. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. We open up with Firehawk narrating as she's reflecting on the fundamental laws of science and human attraction. Attraction, how the hell do you explain it? What pulled me toward Ronnie Raymond, toward Firestorm? Scientifically, the fundamental attraction in any chemical bond is the idea that opposites attract. Particles with opposite electrical charges are pulled together. As the narration continues, to contrast who they were before they became a superhero duo. Ronnie was a low-key, arrogant frat boy jock, while she was the daughter of a senator with an eye on politics. Yet fighting side by side, they became completely inseparable. But she notes, it couldn't last. We burned too hot and too bright. She soars above the city skyline. The connection between them goes deeper than just superhero costumes or code names. They made each other better. There was something completely pure about it, as she says, sure, Ronnie was arrogant and impulsive, but I knew there was something more there, something that was just too scared to show itself. As they two embrace in midair, a beautiful fusion of fire and energy, as she continues, and he saw me too. He knew I didn't need rescuing. He was really the one who needed saving, and he still does. Back to the present day, Lorraine furiously confronting Professor Stein as she says, Project Firestorm, Ronnie was so young, he looked up to you. Stein, you must understand, Lorraine. I was a different man then, driven by ambition, and I was still mourning the loss of my own son. He then pauses and drops a massive bombshell. Project Firestorm wasn't an isolated incident. It was just one facet of the broader Superman project, where the government wanted its own weapons, spearheaded by scientists like Will Magnus, creator of the Metal Men, Simon Stagg, wealthy, corrupt industrial scientist who created Metamorpho, Niles Calder, brilliant wheelchair-bound scientist and founder of the Doom Patrol. Stein looks back at their legacy of their secret experiments as he says, but what you cannot deny are the results. We created some of the greatest heroes, but greatness has a price. Stein tears into Stein. A price? You manipulated Ronnie. Lied to him so he would become your toy soldier. You groomed him. Stein, Ronald was dying to find a father figure, dying for approval, so I gave it to him. I made us great. Lorraine, you're sick, manipulative little man. The argument turns physical as Lorraine transforms and grabs Stein by the throat, lifting him off the ground, yelling, people are dead and no one can stop it. And Ronnie, I don't even know what's happened to Ronnie. Stein gasps for air, explaining that the Firestorm Matrix was always meant to be controlled by two minds to ensure stability and keep it under wraps. Stein then reveals the terrifying truth of why everything has gone completely off the rails. He says, once Ronnie discovered the dark reality of Project Firestorm, he hated me and insisted on flying solo. The Matrix cannot be controlled by just one person. The Matrix, it's consumed Ronnie's consciousness, pushed him away down inside. It's now sentient. Lorraine, but surely you must have a contingency, a failsafe? Stein responds, a failsafe? I was the failsafe. The realization of Stein's utter hubris leaves Lorraine completely chilled as she says, You're insane, aren't you? Maybe you always were. All of a sudden, Lorraine starts to realize something. Her energy flares up. She stares at Stein, yelling, wait! Did you create me too? Did you create Firehawk? Stein responds, Lorraine, it doesn't matter. You've become your own woman. You are Firehawk. As she cuts him off and says, tell me now. We get a wave of memories washing all over Lorraine as she thinks, all this time I thought we found each other despite our differences. But now I see that it was just a story we were fed and we fell right into it. We played our roles perfectly. I thought we were meant for each other, but we were just made for each other. The tragic truth shatters the very foundation of her reality. As she continues, the veil is lifted, and it's not just my life that's a lie, or Ronnie's. It's our entire relationship that begins to look different to me. What I thought was pure becomes artificial, ugly. What makes two molecules attract lies. Stein finally drops his head and confesses to his ultimate sin. The accident that gave Lorraine her powers was carefully staged. As he says, it was a lie. The accident that created Firehawk, I engineered it through the Superman project. Ronald was so stubborn, so willful, I needed other ways to control him. Lorraine loses it. Control him? So what? I was just some kind of bride of Frankenstein then? Lorraine corrects him, saying Ronnie is no monster. You are. Stein breaks down. He apologizes, but points out that with Ronnie's consciousness buried deep inside the Matrix, she still needs him to fix this. Lorraine, needs you? You said it yourself. Ronnie is lost. There's no way of stopping the Matrix. Stein, well, there may be one way. I've been working on something. It's only experimental. As she asks, show me. Stein then leads Lorraine to a shed on the property, revealing a massive, complex piece of machinery. As he says, in theory, it should contain the Matrix, absorb it. But we will somehow need to get it close. And even if we do, Firestorm could simply transmute the machine into glass, sand, with a blink of an eye. So it's a long shot. Lorraine, but it's still a shot. He continues, the immediate problem becomes logistics. He points out the experimental device weighs a staggering 5 tons, making it impossible for Lorraine to simply fly it and him to the destination. We see they've literally strapped a massive 5-ton device to the roof of a beat-up station wagon. As Lorraine, still angry, says, this better work. As Lorraine drives down the highway toward Pittsburgh, they turn on the car radio to get a status update. They hear, the Justice League is on the scene in Bedford, Colorado, where the metahumans Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific are working together with Dr. Will Magnus. It is still unclear if they will succeed in saving any of the nearly 100 people transformed by the so-called Nuclear Man. Lorraine looks over at Stein and asks, be straight with me, Martin. Do you really think this plan has any chance of working? A frightened Stein says, I just don't know, Lorraine. I just don't know. This issue ends with a chilling look at their destination. Military forces and tanks have completely locked down Pittsburgh. Jets flying over as the soldiers look in absolute terror at a massive, glowing red crystal monolith towering over the skyscrapers. One soldier asks, what is that? As the other one responds, Firestorm's in there. And that, guys, is where this chapter leaves us. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this massive retcon to Firestorm? If you enjoyed this, do me a huge favor. Smash the like button, hit subscribe so you never miss an episode, and I will catch you guys next time.